My name's Steph, I'm a makeup artist from Glasgow and I've decided to start a YouTube channel. So if you want to see makeup tutorials, videos about skincare, tips and tricks, and just general advice for a working makeup artist, then stay tuned and like and subscribe and stuff like that. For my first video I'm just going to do an everyday sort of makeup routine, a type of makeup that I would wear to like work, etc, etc. I would literally go to work with any type of makeup on, but I will show you a easy, quick, everyday makeup tutorial if you keep on watching. Right, so hair's out the way, time to get started. While I'm doing my makeup, I'll just talk to you a wee bit about myself, and you can see if this is the type of channel that you'd be interested in. I did already film this video a few weeks ago, but just in light of everything that's happened with coronavirus and lockdown and all that, I just thought it'd be a bit insensitive for me to be sitting cracking the jokes about makeup when everybody's freaking out. So so lockdown started, so has my makeup channel. I've already done my skincare before I started the video. I've actually done it about an hour ago, so it's had plenty of time to sit and rest on my face. And I'll just quickly show you the products that I use. In the shower today I washed my face with the Kiehl's Calendula face wash. I don't even know if they still sell it anymore. I've been using it for a year and it's still not ran out. It's fabulous. So after that I just did some cleanse with micellar water. Then I had some hyaluronic acid for Revolution, some niacinamide from the Inkey list. I can go in depth about these different skincare items in another video. If you have any questions about them on what they do, just leave me a comment below and I'll definitely answer. Next I used the caffeine eye serum from The Ordinary. That's pretty old as well. Probably shouldn't still be using it, but hey ho. Then I used this La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo. That's a moisturiser. On my extremely dry bits I used the Weleda Skin Food. It's one of my favourite products. Then I used some lip oil because I am extremely dry lips right now. I'm actually got a wee bit more on. So this is my first video using the whole setup, the new camera and things like that, so bear with me, I'm still learning how to use these things and do YouTuber sort of things. So usually if I was going out to work for the day I would use a primer, but I'm not going to do that today because nobody's going anywhere today, and that would just be a waste of product. So I'm just going to start with foundation. I'm using this Makeup Revolution foundation just now. Most of the products that I'll show you will be mostly Makeup Revolution or more affordable products, just because most of my money goes on the high end stuff for my kit. I'm just going to start in the middle of my face where I have most redness and use a blending brush just to blend that outwards. And this is a the hydrating version of the Conceal and Define foundation. It's really nice. It's a full coverage, but you can get nice sheer coverage with it as well. Me personally, for a daily makeup, I would go quite full coverage, and that's purely because I have a lot of redness in my cheeks. It flares up quite bad when I'm anxious, I'm nervous, so I like to have quite a strong base. Now this foundation is a wee tiny bit too dark for me, but it's not anything that I can't put up with, and I don't like to waste stuff, so I'll use that. And the next time if I repurchase it I will get a lighter shade. Makeup Revolution as well, it's their newer concealer. It's Infinity concealer, so it's got like more coverage than the previous one. It's a bit more expensive, I think, can't remember. Now I know you see a lot of people putting a big stripe of concealer right around like that. That's way too much product, especially for these full coverage type of concealers, so I just like to put a wee bit here and here, and sometimes a wee bit here, because I did get a bit of like redness that sort of pokes through here. I've actually done this technique for years and not really understood why I did it until I was watching Robert Welsh's videos. Robert Welsh is a makeup artist, a professional makeup artist who has a YouTube channel, and I actually just started watching his videos recently, and I was like, oh, he does concealer the same way I do, but he sort of explained if you do it like this and you blend them to meet in the middle. It's just a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I like to use that for my concealer, and just tap 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 tap. If you blend them to meet in the middle, it stops it from being as creasy. I mean, I'm always going to have creasy under eyes. I've got creases under my eyes. You're still always going to have creasing under here if you have creases, so don't stress. The age. And with under eye concealer, I like to go a wee tiny shade lighter than my natural skin colour, because it has a bit of a brightening effect as well. However, if I am using a concealer for concealing blemishes, I always try and match it with my skin tone, with my foundation shade, sorry. So I'm just going to use this MAC Studio Fix concealer. That's like a creamy waxy concealer that's better for concealing blemishes. So the foundation itself has actually done quite a good job at concealing the blemishes, pretty much, but I do have like one here that I can still see a wee bit, and a couple of wee bumps, red bits poking through, so I'm just going to conceal them with the MAC Studio Fix concealer. See, that looks quite light. It does actually match in quite well once it's blended in. So what I do is I sort of press it on to where the blemish is. It's just a wee tiny thin. I don't know if it is a concealer brush. Detailer brush from Real Techniques. I really like it for applying concealer. And I'm just putting a bit around here around my nose. I've got quite a lot of redness pulling through. Then I'll get a fluffy brush, and what you want to do is just slowly go in the edges of where you've placed that, but try not to touch the actual blemish, because all you'll do is wipe that product off of the surface of the spot. I'll just blend that in quickly, sorry. So going round in recircular motions, or even like dragging motions, dragging it away, dragging the edge of the concealer away for the blemish. And then it gives you a flawless blend. That's a bit better. That's a wee bit better. So I'm going to contour. You don't need to contour on a daily basis. I just like to, because it's me. Sorry, I'm trying to show you. This is the Kiko contour stick in the shade 201, so it's quite a cool toned shade for contouring. So my tip is to bear in mind that contouring should look different on every single person, because it's to do with your face shape where you should put your shadows. The contour is to create shadows. So my sort of the highest like part of my cheekbones here, so I like to just bring a wee line down here, same the other side, just enhancing the sort of shadows where they already happen. Now contouring round about the forehead round here. So basically what you're trying to achieve is a mere oval face shape. So if you can imagine drawing an oval on your face, don't do that, but if you can imagine drawing an oval on your face, where would you have to draw to make your face more oval? So if you can imagine that, that's made, if my face finished here, that would make my face more oval. I know it's not an attractive look when you blend that in. That should give the appearance of a more oval face, because it creates shadows in the parts of your faces that make it a square face, or a square face or a round face. I've sort of got a mixture. I've got like a square forehead and a round jawline. In other words, a double chin. Got a lot of double chin. Brown lines that I've drawn here, I like to brush them up the way. because what you can do if you pull it down the way, you can sort of change where you've actually laid that darker shadow down, and bring your cheekbones too low down and just make your face look a bit droopy. So brush up the way, and then with your forehead blend, always just try push it right into the hairline. And go. And for my face shape, that's where I like the shadows to be. So next I'm going to do cream blusher. I basically love using a full base of cream products, and then if I need it to last for a really long time, I can go and tap that with powder products, and that makes it basically last until you take it off. Glossier Cloud Paint. Really nice cream blush. I've got quite a few shades of it in my kit for my freelance kit, but I love this shade on myself, so I just sort of nicked it. I did actually find like wee cheap versions of these, like wee copy versions of them in Superdrug, and I bought a few shades, so I might do a wee comparison video. I've not used them yet, so I might do that pretty soon actually, because blush is my favourite. You can either pat it in with your fingers, which gives it a nice natural finish, or you can use your brush or your sponge, whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. I would say patting it in with your fingers gives you that nice soft finish, because it's your fingers heat the product up as well and helps it blend in a bit better. Oh, I love blush, love it. I usually use a cream highlighter as well. I don't actually have that many of them in my kit. This is the only one I've got left. It's an ELF Eyelips Face liquid illuminator that I got as a free gift. So I've literally just put that in the back of my hand as well. It's nice and shiny, champagne-y undertone, and I literally just pat it at the high points. Don't go too crazy, just where the sun naturally hits your face. Get it a wee bit in the end of my nose and a wee bit here. Sometimes a wee bit above my eyebrows can be quite nice. See that? See that? Subtle. Okay, you can see under my eyes are starting to crease a wee bit now. That always happens to me. So it's at this point in my makeup that I would add some powder, and I'm just using a translucent powder my under eyes. So what I'll do is I'll tap the concealer again, just to reblend any wee sort of skaggy looking bits, and then a wee bit of translucent powder on my brush, and that's it. Same again the other side. Tap tap tap, tap it back in, use your finger to warm that product back up, and then it's literally all we need. Now where you like to powder, it'll completely depend on your skin type. So if you're really oily, you might like to powder your whole face. I'm actually a bit dry just now, so I usually only like to powder in the places that I'm going to put a powder product. And the reason for that is I'm going to put powder bronzer here, and if my base is tacky still, then it can go quite patchy, so I'll add a wee tiny bit of powder around the perimeter, but I'll not powder my entire face. But shimmery bronzer, it's got a bit of shimmer through it, so it's not, to be honest with you, it's for bronzing and sort of highlighting at the same time. I'll show you what I mean. I don't apply too much because most bronzers are too dark for me, so I literally just sweep it on these three high points of my face. That's it. So for my brows, I've actually had my brows microbladed recently, so I don't really have to do so much for my brows as I used to. I naturally have very super thin brows. Although the hairs grow quite long, they never grew in the places that I liked them to have been in, so I got them microbladed. So my daily brow routine is literally just putting a bit of brow gel in these days. The Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This, oh god. Come on, come on, come on, Come on. Come on. Oh no, it's not doing it. So in the future I can do a more in-depth brow tutorial on the different products and techniques for different brow shapes and stuff like that. Be difficult to do that on myself, but I'll figure it out somehow. This is Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. It's literally just a pale yellow toned eyeshadow base, and this will just give you a nice canvas for eyeshadow. Help it stick and last. It does dry in quite a powder finish, it's not a tacky base. So this is better for more natural look, softer blends if you want something that's like super pigmented. I wouldn't suggest this as an eyeshadow base. Maybe like the Peel Aways bases or something like that would be a bit better, but for your everyday look these are fabulous. So for the eyeshadow I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. This is the original Urban Decay Naked palette. I've picked this one because I think this is one that a lot of people might still have in their collection. It is discontinued. I actually went out and bought this when I found out that it was being discontinued, and I got it for quite cheap. It was like 20 quid or something like that. In the palette I'm just using this shade here. I think it's called Buck. Hello. So I'm literally going to be, if you feel where the crease area is, where the bone, your orbital bone, I think that's called, ends. I'm not going to say that in case that is completely wrong. So if bone under your eyebrow ends, that's where you want to be putting this wee shade. So you just dig your brush in like that till you feel it. We press, and then that amount of product that you've deposited there is probably well more than enough, and just sweep back and forward, concentrating most of the product at this side. Concentrating most of the product in at this corner here, and then sweeping excess back and forward like that. It's actually been quite a while since I used this palette, and it's been on a bit patchier than I thought it would. So while I'm blending, I'll just tell you why I've made this channel, why it's taken me so long. So basically, I have been watching makeup on YouTube for, probably since about 2010 or something like that. In fact, well before that actually, because I was 20 in 2010. Before that. So basically, I don't really know how I get into makeup. That's the sort of shape I'm going for. I don't want it too close to my eyebrow because it is an everyday look. I'm dragging it in towards my iris like that, but still most of the dark colours concentrated on that outside. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I can't really remember how I get into makeup, to be honest with you, because my mum, I'll name it like that, they weren't really into that, into makeup. But I remember having, oh sorry, the guy's struggling to focus on me here. I remember having this wee Avon eyeshadow quad thing, and it had a pink, a black, a grey and a frosty white eyeshadow in it, and it was like early 2000s, I think. It must have been about 2000, no, early 2000s, like when I was about 12, 13 or something. And I remember thinking, like, why is there 4 eyeshadows when I can only use one? And it was like everybody just wore like frosty light coloured pinks and whites and stuff like that across the whole eyelid. So the wee white in this wee eyeshadow palette was like worn right down to the pan, and the rest of them were just like sitting there, and I just kept thinking to myself, I wonder what I could do with the rest of them. And when we go a computer with, like, you know, the internet, I actually just like googled how to use eyeshadow or something like that, and then I found YouTube videos, and what I discovered on these videos was that there was a few makeup-y people popping up making videos, and they were all using this same eyeshadow palette for eBay, and it was called like the 250 in 1 palette or something like that. Like it basically was like a Brights eyeshadow palette for China, and all the YouTubers were all using it. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I'm just dragging that in a wee bit further in here. I'm going to match that up on the other side. I'm actually taking this long because I'm trying to tell a story. So all the YouTubers were using this palette, and it was like £10 on eBay. But when I was a wee lassie, it was a lot of money, £10. And I was like, I mind getting it and not having a clue how to use it, but I just kept watching YouTube videos, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. But what's always put me off is my accent. So as you can probably tell, I've got quite a strong Glaswegian accent. Like, proper. Sometimes, like, even meeting people that live in the same country as me, they don't understand what I'm saying. So it's always just put me off. So I'm trying my best to talk slow. And if one day I can figure out how to put subtitles on, I'll do it right. Yeah, so at the moment I'm still teaching myself the whole editing thing. So I actually, the last video that I did was like a bit of a practice run, and I really enjoyed doing the whole process, so I can see myself keeping this up. What's in here? This shadow here. This one here, Sidecar. On my finger. It's a champagne brownie gold, and sweep it across that wee lighter bit in the middle. Just work a bit better on your finger. There we go. Take the brush that I used previously with the brown shadow and just sweep round about that shimmer to make sure we're all blended in. So for my waterline, I'm not going to use a black pencil, I'm going to actually use this. It's like a bronze eye shadow crayon, but I quite like to use these in my waterline sometimes, because it gives that sort of pale bit of skin a bit of a different colour, a different sheen, without having to add darkness into the eye by doing it black or brown. The camera's not really showing up, but it does give you a bit of a sort of unique look, a bit of a sheen in the waterline. Mascara. Now, I'm not going to kid anybody on, I am not good at putting my mascara on, especially not on camera. Here actually, get rid of that wee line and this wee line here. Now you can, for an everyday look, you can choose whatever colours you want. So see, just a basic brown with any type of shimmer at the top of it. It's quite nice. Well, there we go. That's the eyes done. Get rid of these foundation lips, you know. I was going out with the eyeliner, give me a bit more longevity. This is just MAC Honey Love. I will say that the camera, I've tried to get the settings so that it shows up like actual skin texture, but it's actually quite difficult. So if anybody's got any tips for me, anybody that's good with cameras and stuff, video wise, about how to get like the stark lightness away, because when I look at myself in the mirror here, I actually look quite like bronzed, and I know on camera it looks very pale. Aye, and it sort of blurs out your imperfections, stuff like that. Not a bad thing, but obviously I want it to look realistic as to what I actually look like right now. Ugh. So this is the finished look. I hope you like it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below, and if you want to keep seeing more videos for me along these lines, just like and subscribe or whatever, and then I'll keep making them, I guess. I want to make more in-depth videos about different parts of makeup application, so like different ways to do brows, different ways to do eyeshadow, all that sort of stuff. I hope that everybody's keeping well during all the lockdown and keeping busy, and if you want to chat about anything, doesn't have to be about makeup, just give me a wee message on my Instagram, which I'll link somewhere, I think. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or no, but stay safe, stay at home, and let me know, please let me know if you could understand what I was saying, because I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be polite here. Come on. So just let me know if you need subtitles, and I won't be able to do that. Who am I kidding? If you like the video, please let me know in the comments. I'll answer you back straight away. And thanks for watching. Cheerio!